Balfour Agreement and how it changed the Middle East forever. The Balfour Agreement, or the Balfour Declaration, is when the British, that land was Palestine, promised a national home for Jewish people. The Balfour Agreement was issued November 2nd, 1917, during World War I, and it was put into play shortly after. Who wrote it? Arthur James Balfour, which the name came from that. And who was he? He served in the British Foreign Secretary at the time and spoke on behalf of the British government. Who was the letter and agreement specifically wrote to? Lionel Walter Rothschild, a fucking Rothschild. He was a leader of the British Jewish community, a Zionist, and he instructed the letter be shared with the Zionist Federation. At that time, Palestine was part of the Ottoman Empire, and 90% of the population was Arab. They never went and spoke to the leaders of that land at the time, or the leaders of the Ottoman Empire. It was never discussed. There was no negotiation. There was no vote. There was no consent. So you're thinking it's a letter. What's the big deal, right? Wrong. This letter, although it was just a letter, became a foundational document for the creation of the State of Israel. So from 1918 to 1947, Britain not only allowed but encouraged the massive wave of immigration of the Jewish people to Palestine. And naturally, that created a lot of conflict in the area. They were taking over Arab and Palestinian farmland, businesses, their homes. In 1947, when Britain realized it couldn't solve the problem that it created, they handed the issue over to the UN. And the UN solution is coming up with a two-state solution. And that is exactly where that came from. They're drawing maps of Arab and Palestinian land to Jewish land. And then Israel was created. So what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts about the people involved with this? Did y'all know Rothschilds was involved with it? What is their history? Look into it. I implore you to ask questions. I implore you to start looking and digging deep. Let me know. Look at my forehead. I just got Botox. Happy Friday. Love you. Bye.